Hey, this is Brad. I'm Dream from most of the Straight Razor forums. I just wanted to show off my new 2x72 grinder that I just completed. And so here we go. Here's a little tour. First things first, that's about what $140 worth of belts looks like, believe it or not. This was my variable speed drive, 3-phase power. Right now I have this thing running at about 300 RPM, just to kind of show you guys how it works. Let's see, 220 volt comes in, this creates 3-phase power and allows me to go anywhere from 0 to 3500 RPM. The actual grinder itself is a Polar Bear Forge kit, and of course I have added a lot of parts from other suppliers to finish it off, but the actual steel kit was from Polar Bear Forge. This cool pedestal base I actually found in my grandfather's garage. Worked perfectly for what I wanted it for. I have it anchored down to my garage floor using some nice heavy-duty concrete anchors. The actual unit itself weighs approximately 200 pounds with the pedestal, and so when I anchor it down it becomes very, very solid. So my son was actually the one that picked out the color, the color of the spray paint, which is cool. Let's see, when I get in here, you can see how the tensioner / tracking wheel right here works. This wheel is actually slightly crowned, and I have a screw right here which I need to get like a wing nut or something so I can adjust it by hand. But you'll notice that as I unscrew one direction, the belt wanders to the right, and then when I screw the other direction, the belt wanders off to the left a little bit there. And so I'm able to fine-tune using a pivoting piece of metal right here exactly the direction that I want the belt to go, and allows me to track it on that wheel perfectly. Let's see, it's a 4-inch drive wheel, so you know, you could do the math and figure out exactly how fast this is going at 300 RPM right now. Let's see, I have a 3-phase 220 volt motor here running, and I also have some screws right here that allow me to secure down this tooling arm which slides in and out. You'll notice also that I have several, in order to get everything kind of lined up, I use different types of spacers. Like I have a steel spacer right here, long steel spacer. Actually, I think I need to remove a couple of washers there because this is a little bit too far over. But it's working right now, so whatever. Let's see, I also use I even use some nylon spacers in here, or some sort of plastic or something, washers, anything that I could do to get things to perfectly line up with everything else. You'll notice that I have a spring on the back here. When I push down, I lose tension on the belt. I currently have an 8-inch contact wheel running on it here. I can obviously just swing. I can pivot this around, and I can end up having a 4-inch here, or I can use it as a slack belt. So here it is running in a slack belt fashion right here. So I have the ability to sand with some slack here. Actually, I'm just going to show you how I can step it up to. I can go all the way to 3,400 RPM here. Watch this. Probably running about 2,000 right now. You can see that the unit is solid. The belt is staying where it should, and so far so good. I'm pretty happy. I'm sure it'll need a few more tweaks, but I'm pretty happy with how this thing turned out.